Hello everyone, welcome to Target45. My name is Jyoti. Happy Dasara to all of you. If you are watching this video, please kindly reply back. I just want to feel happy. So reply back by saying Happy Dasara. So today we are going to solve right aligned triangle patterns. There are 7 variations of right aligned triangle patterns with stars, numbers and alphabets. So on day 1 we have solved patterns on incrementing triangle patterns. On day 3 we solved patterns on upside down right angle triangle. So today we are going to solve right aligned triangle pattern because we have not covered this pattern still now. So why to leave that? So let's cover it today. So first we have stars. So if you see, there are spaces before the stars and spaces are continuously decrementing and the stars are getting printed and there is no any internal other pattern. So let's code it. So today the variation is we are going to use n as a value. Based on n we are going to print the number of rows. So we'll define a function right aligned triangle. We'll pass n here. So let's call this function right aligned triangle. So n equal to, we'll take some 7. Here it is 5, the length is 5 in this here. I'm just showing it for reference purpose. So for I in range of 1 to n plus 1, start at 1, stop at n plus 1. Since the rows are incrementing, so we are taking from 1 to n plus 1. So we have to print spaces. For spaces, what we have to do, we have to write n minus I because the spaces are continuously decrementing, because when I is equal to 1 we have 4 spaces and when I is equal to 2 we have 3 spaces. So likewise it is continuously decrementing. When I equal to 5 there are no spaces. So we need to multiply the star with I so that we'll get this many number of stars multiplied by this I and it will get printed along with the spaces. See? So this is how we solve this pattern. Here the only difference is from day 1 day 3 we are defining a function and we are keeping n value. Based on n value we are printing the rows. This we have not covered in day 1 and day 3. So what we'll do, we will simply copy paste this for numbers. If you see, this is just the same. We just need to change only at one place for numbers. So where do we need to change? Instead of the star, we have to take I into I. Basically, we are taking the string of I, means we are converting the integer to string and we are multiplying it with I so that we'll get numbers in the form of this pattern. See, this is how we solve this pattern, the second pattern. So now we'll do the third one. So we know that when we are dealing with alphabets, we need to use CHR function, because in order to represent these alphabets into the character representation, we need to convert the ASCII code into that characters. So CHR function is used for that. CHR function takes the ASCII code and converts it into character representation. So what we have to do here, we have to remove the string Instead, we have to use chr and 64 plus I. What we are saying? 64 plus I means, so when I is equal to 1, it is 65. A is printed, and in the second row B is printed. In the same way, in the fifth row E is printed. When I is equal to 6, it will stop. So let's run this. See, we want this only. We take I is 5. This is too big. This is the expected output, and this is the pattern we are looking for. And we'll copy paste this, and let's solve the next pattern. If you see in this pattern, there are spaces, and the spaces are continuously decreasing, and there is internal pattern also. In the first row we have only A, and in the second row we have AB, and in the fifth row we have A B C D E. So for rows it is one for loop, and for this internal pattern it is another for loop. So we have to use nested for loop here. We are going to solve it using join method. If you want to solve it using for method, for loop, I have already explained in the previous sections. You have to comment it in the comment section. We'll see who will comment it correctly, who understood it correctly. So join, we have to take j for j in range of 1 to I plus 1. So let's see what we get here. Oh no, we have to convert it into CHR only because we're dealing with alphabets. And 64 plus J. Let's see. Okay, we have to close this. See, this is the pattern we are looking for. So we got it. So we'll copy paste this and we'll solve the next pattern also. So here it's very simple. We don't need CHR. Instead, we need string. And this 64 is not needed since we are not dealing with the alphabets. So let's get the output. See, this is the output we got. And next up we have to solve this pattern. If you see, this pattern and the previous pattern we solved, both are same, except the fact that internally these two are mirrored, meaning this is in reverse here. So what we can do, we will copy paste it. So it is the nested for loop where we need to change. It is printing in reverse order, so we have to change it to start at I, stop at 0, decrement by -1. Let's see if we get the expected form of output. Is this the one we are looking for? Yes. So we got it. So we'll solve the next pattern, which is of numbers, and these two are same previous pattern. Again, the same difference is it is printing in reverse order. Here it is printing in the form of 1 2 and it is in the reverse order. So again we have to change the nested for loop, internal for loop. We just need to change only the range. Start at 0, start at I, stop at 0, decrement by -1. And we need to take it as string. So in this way we have solved 7 patterns of right angle triangle. We have not solved using only for loops. Instead, we solve with join method. I wanted to give it as an assignment for you. Solve it using only for loops, no join method. We'll see who will do that correctly. That's it for today. If you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section. And thank you. Bye.